Verse 14, having said this, she turned around and saw Jesus standing, but she did not know it was Jesus. Okay, remember we talked about some offensive truths? Here we go. You ready? A lot of people have seen Jesus and don't recognize him. If you are part of this church, I promise you, you see him here regularly. Many have seen Jesus in different forms. We were part of a memorial service yesterday for John's wife, Becky. I saw a room full of people seeing Jesus. It was beautiful. But one of the offensive truths that we can take from this encounter is that it is possible to see Jesus and not recognize him. If this could be true of Mary Magdalene and her good heart, how much more so would it be of those with hard hearts? Is there anything in yours or my life that's preventing us from being able to see Jesus? I pray it's not so, but I know realistically it is. It is. And the answer is to cleave to Christ, to come back, to remember how blessed we are and what took place on the cross, and the truth that he is risen. This is what calibrates our heart and brings us back. Verse 15, Jesus said to her, "Woman, why are you weeping? Whom are you seeking?" Note this combo. Supposing him to be the gardener, she said to him, "Sir, if you have carried him away, tell me where you have laid him, and I will take him away." The second question, why are you weeping? Followed immediately. Now it's Jesus instead of the angels, right? We're in the supernatural here. Undeniable. Okay? We are in the supernatural. You deal with people that say, "Well, yeah, I don't do any of that supernatural." Well, you're off the plantation. You cannot be in true Christianity if you will not embrace the supernatural. Now, as an aside, let me just give you fair warning. You want to throw the other guardrail up too, on the other side of that, because we have a lot of hyper-spiritual problems under the professing Christian umbrella that are equally, if not more damning. We want to make sure that we walk on the narrow path that Jesus described, that biblically is clear. This is a supernatural reality that is measured and constrained by the biblical truths that God has given us. Let's acknowledge here, Jesus not only repeats the question, "Why are you weeping?" What is it that has your heart? What is it that has your heart consumed? But he then takes it the next level up, and here's where you get to the real meat of it. Whom are you seeking? Go back with me to Jesus beginning his ministry. What do you want? Do you see here the parallel? The beginning of a relationship with Jesus starts with, what do you want? The question is direct, it's clear. And if the answer is anything but him, it's not going to be a saving faith that is attaching to his promises. That's what he's made clear all the way through the Gospels. Well, I want what he can give me. Well, then you're looking for a genie in a bottle. You're looking for a Santa Claus, a vending machine. He said it at the beginning. He has made it clear all the way through the gospel. And now as we come to the crescendo, at the resurrection, he asks, whom are you seeking? What do you want? Friends, I fear that we live in a time, in a culture, where if there's anything of Christ that's wanted, it's his stuff. And I'll grant you that there are fewer and fewer people demonstrating even a desire to come to the Christian environment, let alone come to Christ himself. But this is the question, and this is the offensive question. Whom do you want? Do you want Jesus? I pray that you do. I thank God that I know many of you do. I ask you to bring that question with you when you walk out the door. Bring that question to your friends and your family and your neighbors. Take that question locally, regionally, and to the ends of the earth. and love people enough to tell them the truth that surrounds that question, that anything but the risen Christ will not suffice. Jesus alone saves.